Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakal Kodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, or the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, and the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as we're the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akalia, and this video is about the prophecy of World War III, which this prophecy is building very rapidly each day, all right? Because, the last update was that the state of Israel, the Israelis, struck at Iran, and then Iran struck back, and then the state of Israel struck back, and now, breaking news, all right, the United States is a part of the attack on Iran, which President Trump, maybe just yesterday or 2 days ago, was talking about that they're not going to be making any moves. At least for another 2 weeks, they're going to make a decision. Well, I guess they made their decision and they didn't need 2 weeks, because literally the day after, information came out that the United States is a part of the attacks on Iran. And this is quite serious. Okay, US strikes Iran, Trump says nuclear sites obliterated. All right, so world awaits Iran's response after US hits Iran's nuclear sites 48 minutes ago. Iran strikes not aimed at regime change, Pentagon chief says. Okay, those are just some there. And then let's see what RT has to say. Pentagon details Iran strikes. US top brass comment on US strikes against Iran. Okay, so it is not only the state of Israel that is attacking Iran, but now America is also attacking Iran. And, this is a part of Bible prophecy. In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, and verse 45, it says, "Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he had taken against Babylon," which is America, "and his purposes that he had taken against the land of the Chaldeans," talking about the Edomites. "Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out," talking about the Israelis, the Ish people. "Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them." So by the actions of the Israelis, the state of Israel, they will cause America to go to war. And we're seeing it in real time, where the state of Israel has made moves and now America has come to their backing. All right, but we know the end game is that it says, "Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them." So they're going to lose. All right, but they're being drawn out to war. Yahweh Shemishah is drawing them out to war. Okay, over there in the so-called Middle East, which is Western Asia, that's the area of contention. All right, for this here, in Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14, the second woe is past, talking about World War II, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So that third woe is World War III, and it comes quickly. This is why everything is, the tensions are increasing between these world powers, and all of the characters at play, the major characters, you can relate them to Bible prophecy. America, the state of Israel, Russia, Iran, NATO, the EU, they're all spoken about in the scriptures. All right, but this is it, man. We're heading in very, we're moving very close towards the end. All right, what now we're waiting for, with the escalation of World War III reaching to, getting to this point where now these major players are starting to strike at each other. All right. That Mark of the Beast prophecy, which is a microchip, that is, keep eyes on that. All right, because something may just happen, some kind of event, random event that may just happen that can turn the world upside down just like that on any single day. All right, we know that anything can happen on any day, like when a few weeks ago the American economy was crashing for 2 days, and then the ramifications of that were, even in just those 2 days, people lost thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Anything can really happen. So Be aware of that. But this situation, this escalated extremely quickly, all right? Because I was sitting there saying, okay, let's see what they have to say in 2 weeks, you know. But, you know, the times that we're in is showing that it's no longer a time where it's like things happen, then pull back, things happen, then pull back. Things are happening, and then they're continuously happening. Okay, so it shows the times that we in which the times that we're in is that we're in the end and we're heading towards Jacob's trouble. We're in heading towards the perilous times, these evil days that have been spoken about in the scriptures. Great judgment is coming to the world. All right, and the Lord is putting the spirit upon them. Now, this attack on Iran by the Israelis and then also now by America, we're going to have to wait and see what Russia does, because according to Bible prophecy, right in Ezekiel 38, Russia is going to go to war. They're going to have an alliance with them, and the first nation mentioned is the Persians, which are known as the Iranians today. All right, or the biblical Elamites, and also they're known as Carmanians. All right, so the scripture says in Ezekiel 38 that Russia is a guard unto its allies. So we're going to wait and see what the response is regarding this. Does Russia jump into the fray? At this point in time, Russia will eventually. But does Russia jump into the fray? Now we'll wait and see. Well, Bible prophecy tells us that it's going to happen. So it's just, you know, patience, right? But this situation at hand, all of it is going to lead to this in Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. And it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say, I am strong, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about, thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, where there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is near in the valley of decisions. Right, this day is rapidly approaching, man. And that microchip, man, it's mass implementation, made mandatory worldwide. That is coming too. That is truly coming. Okay, but this situation is just continuing to escalate very rapidly, and we'll just see how it what happens in the next even few hours. Right? U.S. top brass comment on live. U.S. strikes against Iran obliterated the country's nuclear ambitions. Okay, so they're definitely past any kind of diplomatic talk, right? Because obviously if the America decide they're not talking to Iran anymore, they're going to strike them. So this thing is just going to continue to escalate, which means that other things are around the corner. The famine, the pestilence, all these things, man, great judgment from Yahweh Shemishai. Okay, but anyway, this is just what it is right now, and it's going to continue, man, to build. And with it happening and continuing to build, there are going to be other ramifications felt otherwise in the world, right? War brings along all kinds of things. Okay, the stopping of ships from going from place to place, the inflation, the monetary was the economic downfall, all of these things, man. Okay, so anyway, that's just Jacob's trouble, and that's on its way. With that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemishai, by Shemaka Kodesh, Shalom.